on today's episode, we're gonna go get another square body. Well, that's at least half of a square body, so. Alright, so I picked up this square body frame. It's got a pretty decent bed. The frame rails are a little shot. I seen that at first. That can be fixed. Well, I mean, the ones that are supportive are there, so maybe I won't fix it. But the frame's really nice. My original plan was I cannot find a pickup bed trailer, so I was going to cut this frame and just make this a trailer. But now looking at this frame might be too nice for me to cut. I might cry. I mean, it's just painted. The actual frame is rusty, but it ain't like rotted out. It ain't all pitted or nothing. But full floater 14 bolt is gonna go on my red Chevy, my lifted one. Maybe these leaf springs too, because them are good looking leaf springs. But yeah, rear end's gonna go in my red truck eventually. Probably not right away. The box isn't bolted on. We got no gas tank. It would have been nice if I had a gas tank, but we got this ratchet strapped on. So cut it here and, you know, pie the frame like you see them old farmers trailers. But anyway, that's the plan with this. My camera's about dead. Oh, we got full-time lockouts in the front, which I don't know. I don't want that if I were to use this front end for something. So I wonder if I can switch them to a manual style. Everything on this frame looks good. It's only a 3/4 ton frame. I think anyway, the axles are 3/4 ton. It's got a nice bumper on it. The tires are good, you know, they're bald. Use the tires for something. Probably not the trailer going all the way to Wisconsin for the car show and maybe Hot Rod Power Tour if I take this. But anyway, we'll get it home and finish up the video. I mean, she's a little crinkled, but anyway, it's gonna be a trailer. It don't have to be perfect, so. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this frame, but it's gonna make me cry. But anyway, I'm gonna figure out measurements for the tongue. I got the bed off because I gotta fix some. I gotta fix a couple of these, and by fix, probably mean just put spacers in there. And the same with that one. There's two good ones in the very front. A good one. Up one more. That one's a little soft. And none of these are like beds like to hold the bed up, except this one and this one. This one's okay. That one's I don't know what I'm gonna do with the bed yet. Obviously I'm gonna put it on, but I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. But anyway, we're gonna make measurements on where to cut this thing. This is where the end of the bed should be, is this yellow line that's faded away. I at least want to, if I got enough tongue length without going up there, because at the max I want to try to cut no farther than that. But if I got enough tongue room, I'm going to try to make enough room for a toolbox. Alright, so to make the tongue, that's what I'm going to do. Clamp the wood in where the trailer tongue would be. I don't think it'll go any farther than that because there's a lip. And then my mark was 34 on the frame for width. Fuck, I don't know if I'm straight. So you just gotta find where your frame width is. So mine's 34. And go to the outside edges, I believe. Never done this before. I should probably get a paint pen or marker. Get your measurement of 34. I don't know, somewhere about there. And then take your measurement, and that's 3 feet. Which I don't need to measure these. Well, let's just make sure it's right. Mark it 3 foot. Measure again. No, see? That wasn't squared. $37. Alright, there you go. Got my 34 almost. So I need the frame length to be 37 inches. See, no, it's too much. Oh. Alright, 34 should be there. And then my frame length is gotta be 37 inches where I cut it. Alright. Black marker ain't gonna work on black paint. Alright, I guess I'm using a black marker and a black frame because I can't find a paint pen. But, nice thing about this frame being nice is I can always put a nice box on it. And I'm just doing it to match the truck. If I cut it there, I'll have about a foot of room for a toolbox, which I don't think that'll be enough. But let's just cut it off there. So I just cut a good square body in half. But anyway, I just kind of eyeballed where I cut it. I measured it, and right here just seemed to make the most sense. Cut it right off at the front of the body mounts. But now I gotta officially actually mark everything out and get it measured and squared up, and then maybe I can start cutting pie in the frame and boop, put the metal in between, or push the front together. But so far that's what it's looking like. Alright, so I got the frame bent in. I got a hitch just tacked up there right now. Found this welder in the shed. It works really nice. The only problem is that most of the top layer, the copper wire or whatever kind of welding wire, was rusted, so I had to waste a bunch of wire. so it would run through, but that welds pretty nice. But anyway, I kind of just measured it, and I'm like, it's good enough. So I think it's pretty straight. I think it's centered with the trailer, decent. But anyway, I'll just kind of set up a little time lapse of me welding on this. I gotta put it on jack stands over here because I didn't have enough to reach where I had it originally. But alright, so I got the trailer done. Ain't the prettiest welds. I'm not no welder or nothing. I got one support beam in there for now. Eventually I might add another one, probably right where I bent it, but for now it's plenty strong enough. I ain't hauling nothing with this thing. But got the tongue welded up and got some cheap jack on here. Put a little thing at the bottom of the jack. The bed's bolted on, and then with them rusted mounts, what I did is I took some pipe, I don't even know what size it was, cut them all to 3 inches and just set them on the bed and kind of just tack weld them in there so they didn't fall out when I tipped the bed over. And well, it's pretty good, I gotta say. But eventually I might buy a new bed for this thing if I use it enough, but for now I'm just gonna find something to put over this. Probably just spray foam this. I mean, the bed ain't pretty, it's rotten where you don't see it. But anyway, that's probably it for the pickup bed trailer. Now I'm gonna put this old camper topper on it, which I got in the garage right now, and then that's kind of my setup for this thing. It's gonna be just a little camper for a car show out in Wisconsin, and maybe hot rod power tour even. But that's it for this. Thanks for watching.